let's think about risk. Let's think about risk and rental properties. What risk? The tenant risk? Doesn't matter which risk it is. How can you calculate that risk? If you're in the stock market, you know what it is, right? You look at 100 years of stocks, you know how volatile the stocks. You look at the beta, a bunch of other things. But for real estate, how are you going to know? How are you going to know the risk? How are you going to calculate it? I don't need to calculate, just collect the money in. Really? Somebody gives you $1 million to cross the street. You're going to cross the street? Eyes closed? What is the likelihood you made it across? 0%. So you are concerned about the risk. You're not going to cross for any money in the world if you have 0% chance of making it. So what do? We need to evaluate the risk, but that's a problem with real estate. It's very difficult to put a number on it. How do you know if the tenant is going to pay you? What is the likelihood? How do you know if that tenant hasn't paid in other properties? How do you know if people like this property? You have no history on the property, no history of payments. You have no history of risk. You don't know what's really wrong with the property. I bought property looked great, everything was clean. Then, you know what? Go into the bathroom, and then before you know it, the paint started to peel in the bathroom. I said, what? Why? There were no vent in the bathroom. So now, either you let it peel, when people take showers and the stuff peels off the walls and you have to repaint it. Or you gotta make a hole and you gotta create a vent, $2,000. Here's your 40% return being hit. You need to calculate, or at least make an attempt to understand what the risk is. Otherwise, you're just collecting money and you don't realize the time you spend, the risks involved. That is nuts.